afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Norm's Friends. I'm David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338. Biffid@yahoo.com. Naturally, you know the drill, right? Tarot, crystal ball, psychic, mediumship readings. I can put all those hats on. And also, fortunate for me today, of all days, because I only slept, poor me, not even 4.5 hours last night. That's a quick story I'll tell you later. Lucky me, I have a fantastic guest today. None other than, take it away, let them know who's here.
Yeah, I'm Captain Vanguard. I'm his personal bodyguard. I come around with my water pistol and BB gun, protect him. He's actually a CIA covert operator, and I got to protect him. Oh, my name is Anthony, Tony, same thing. I'm an artist here in Manchester, and I'm going to continue doing my art. And I'm also a TV producer here. It's been 15 years I've been here.
Wow, that's a while.
Since 2009. And I brought a piece of my work here to show. And that's about it.
All right. So, needless to say, here's the story. You know, they're trying to kill me. Wow.
I told you.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. It's the energy lady. How are you?
Oh.
I'm fine. Energy lady, just what I need, because I don't have any energy today. So I have to absorb yours now, because I only slept like 4 hours and 20 minutes last night. Poor me.
How come?
Well, because they had me working last night, which I didn't get out of there till, I don't know, a little before 12:30. I got home a little before 1. I can't go right to bed. I went to bed at about 1:30, and then I woke up at like 10 minutes to 6 because I had a tinkle, and then I couldn't fall back to sleep.
Tinkle Bell got to you?
Yes, imagine.
Yeah, he found a tinkle under the
Right.
tree in the backyard.
Imagine.
Oh, I don't want to imagine that one.
And so,
I
and
want to stay dry.
there you go. And then, of course, I worked this morning. I had to be back there this morning to work. I worked till 3, but actually till 3:30 today because my relief was she came late. So, poor
Oh,
me.
my goodness.
I know, but after
Between the twinkle and the release, boy, you're in trouble.
You're not kidding. I'm saying, you know, the vacation couldn't come at a more convenient time. It's like, that's it. Do I need this vacation? So I can hardly
yes,
wait.
you do, and I hope you have a wonderful vacation.
Thank you very much. That's the plan.
And I'll be praying that you have a safe trip up and a safe trip back.
All right. Thank you very much. Hey, what's the significance to you of Betty Boop?
Betty Boop salutes the troop.
Oh, I just thought I'd ask because I can see it here. See it?
That's a ticket that people play sometimes when they're at bingo, but I haven't been to bingo for ages.
What do you mean? That's a ticket? What do you mean a ticket they play?
Well, it's a thing that they play, right? Betty.
I don't know. I don't go to bingo.
There's different numbers on it, and if the number comes up, all your numbers come up, you win the prize.
Oh, I don't know. I don't go to bingo. I haven't been there in years and years. The last time I think I took my mother, like God, I don't know how many years ago. But yeah. Do you have any questions or comments for my guest today?
Well, I think your guest does a wonderful job in his painting and things he does, and he creates nice pictures and colors and all that happy stuff.
I'm going to paint the eclipse once I get the photographs.
Well, that'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
Speaking of the eclipse, did you see it the other day?
No, I didn't, and I
Oh.
sent out my husband on our anniversary.
What? Say that again. What on your anniversary?
That was our anniversary on the eclipse day, April 8th.
So look at what an anniversary gift, and you didn't even take advantage of it.
I don't want to look at. I need my eyesight, and I'm not going out buying glasses only to donate them.
Well, you know, I didn't have any either. Oh, So I went to the Deerhead Club because I always go there on Monday because they have several raffles, you know. So I naturally I wanted to win the raffle for vacation, but I didn't. Anyway, so I'm driving up. What is it by Massabesic? Is that 28 bypass that
Yeah.
road? I'm
Yes.
driving up there. You should have seen all the people at the lake, right on the shore. They were all out in their lounge chairs, the lawn chairs with the glasses. And I said, oh my God. So, and that was early. And then I got to the Deerhead. I didn't have any glasses, but they're real nice there. So this lady says to me, she says, well, if you want to use mine, she says, and go out and check, she says, you know, just stay out there, you know, just do it quick and come back and give me the glasses back. I said, all right. So I went out there once, but then when I went back in, some guy came in with a whole big bag of glasses, and he gave a pair to everyone. So that was
Oh my
pretty
God!
cool.
If I didn't know that.
See, I know you could have went up there, and then
Then I would have went up Mount Canunic. I would have went to the Elliott on the top floor because you can see the whole Mount Canunic from Elliott.
Wait, I'm lost. Elliot what?
Elliott Hospital, right?
Yeah, I
On
know.
the 8th floor,
Yeah,
you can see the whole Mount Canunic.
yeah,
I had
but
the glasses.
what's
That's
Mount?
where the east was.
No, what's Mount Canunic?
It's the mountains, like it's Mount Canunic they call it.
Yeah, but where?
It's on Mount Canunic in Manchester.
There's no mountains in Manchester.
Yes, there
Yes,
is.
there is.
There's-
Sure.
Come on.
On the west side, yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
There's hills. You mean they're mountains? I always thought they were just hills.
No, they're
That's
mountains.
called Mount Canunic.
It's a mountain.
Where though?
On the west side.
On the west side. You can see St. Mary's Church. You can see Mount Canunic. It's beautiful. At night, it looks like New York with all the lights on.
Cut it out. I'm gonna have to check
I'm
it
not
out.
kidding you.
Yeah. He's getting old, you know.
Oh, my God. You know something, Anthony? You ought to paint that Mount Canunic.
Yeah.
So I'll know
It's
how to
right there
find
on the
it.
top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Have you ever been up there? Hello.
I'm
Hey.
surprised you've never heard of it.
Never have. Never
People
have.
that used to be called Lover's Lane for people.
Oh.
I never went up there because I never knew it then.
I've been up there a couple times. Yeah. It's a regular
That's a
mountain.
lover's lane.
It's a mountain.
It's
How high is
beautiful.
it a mountain?
I
How
don't know,
high is
but
the
it's-
mountain?
It's pretty high.
Pretty high.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far can you see?
As far as you want to see it, the higher you go, the more you see.
Well, how high can you go?
I never measured it.
Maybe somebody out there will know how high is Mount. Oh, I'll Google it later. I'll Google
Oh, him
it.
and his googly eyes.
Imagine that. So what? Now, what? No show next week. Just so you know, no show.
How
You're not
come?
having?
I'm on vacation.
Oh, that's right. You're on vacation. That's right.
That's right. So I won't be around. Imagine.
How long are you going to be gone?
I'm going to be gone till 2 Tuesdays. I think it's the 23rd I get back.
Wow. So
Lucky me.
I'll have to wait for you to get back to give you the stick again.
The stick. That's that's when your show is. When's your show? Next week.
17th.
All right. So yeah, you give me the stick the next week, and we'll get everything squared
So
away.
you see anything new with me?
Well, that's why I asked about the thing with Betty Boop, but this thing is kind of lively today. Let's see. That's why I asked about Betty Boop, because I see that in there. And well, who's having a pig roast? I see a pig roast coming up.
I don't know anybody that's having a pig roast.
Well, I see a pig roast coming somewhere, something like that coming up. Let's see. Okay, and wait a minute. There's also, I see. Uh-oh, is that you? Uh-oh, is she gone? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Then I see the small dog in here, There's also, I see, someone's upset with you. Oh, well, I shouldn't say yet. I see that a little ways off. They're upset with you. Not really big, but, they're sort of, and they'll get a little, I'm going to say foul-mouthed. So
Yeah.
that's, yep. I think you might even know who it is.
Maybe I do. What else?
Let's see. Who's the early riser? I see there's an early riser there with you. And
Yeah.
hold on. Let me see. Let me get some numbers. Wait, oh, who's in the horseback riding? I see a horseback ride up around also.
I don't know anybody in a horseback riding.
Well, I see that too. And hold on. Let's see if we can get some numbers or letters or something. Okay, for letters, I'm getting EP. So whatever, if those are EPR.
APR.
Yeah, so whatever you can make out of those, that's what I see. So there you have it. Imagine.
Early plane?
I don't know, maybe early people running. I don't know. People running early. It's to you, so you're the one who's got to figure that one out.
Yeah, I know what's going on there.
Oh,
Go
well,
ahead.
well, that's it. That's enough. I'm tired today. Otherwise,
Jackie, please, yeah, energy
no,
lady,
energy
pleased to meet
lady.
you.
All right, very good. All right, listen, let me let you go because I got to get to, by the way, I got to get to my inspirational quote and my interesting facts today, which I didn't do them this morning because I was so frazzled from not sleeping, but I do have them on the phone, and they came like that. So
You're
it's
doing your inspiration?
inspirational quote
Okay.
for today. So, and the spirit
Well,
guides,
well,
what?
you have a safe trip. If I don't see you, I'll pray for you and everything for a safe trip back and forth and say happy, healthy, and strong, everybody, and God bless.
Thank you very much.
And Anthony, keep up your good work.
Okay, I got a painting to show too.
Okay, I'll be looking for it.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And that the other thing too, you know what I'm about because I'm flying. I hope the plane doesn't fall apart. You've been reading all that stuff on the news, right? The door flings out just the other day, the wing flap things.
Boeing?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I hope, whatever it is, I hope it don't fall apart. I don't want
Boeing's
to
been having all kinds of trouble.
I know, because they're the DEI thing. They're hiring people that aren't qualified just to fill quotas, which is crap. Fill as long as you fill quotas. It's all right if you kill people, but just fill the quotas. Anyway, so what do you say we get? It's on here today. The inspirational quote. I have them all lined up. I hope it works now. Here's the inspiration, and this is. I did them on the phone when I got here, and they asked him. They came like that. The inspirational quote. I, typed it in. This is the second one that came up, so I liked it. Let's see if it comes up now. Hold on. All right. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. Here's the inspirational quote for today. You've got to dance like there's nobody watching. Love like you'll never be hurt. Sing like there's nobody listening. And live like it's heaven on earth. I kind of like that one. That's
Just be yourself.
right, or like I tell everybody, I have the time of my life every day. That's like the same thing. And that's William W. Perkey, P-U-R-K-E-Y. Did you ever hear of him?
No.
Me either. I never did either. So there you have it. And it was, let's see. Wow, 126,723 people gave it a thumbs up. Imagine?
Wow.
Right, so now for the interesting fun facts. I know there's 12 of them. Oh no, so now it's not going to come up. Oh, come on. Isn't that the way? Look, a blank screen. All right, here we go. Wait a minute, maybe it's... all right. Seeing as I didn't get sleep last night, the 12 fun facts. 12 fun facts about sleep to help you catch Z's and dream in color. I don't know. I only read like one or two of them. So let's see what it says. All right. 12 interesting facts about sleep. Hold on. Listen to this one. I find this kind of hard to believe. You let me know what you think, Anthony. The longest someone has gone without sleep is 11 days and 25 minutes. Come on.
Yeah.
You think you think so? It says, here's the thing. It says, while still in high school, a student went 264.4 hours without sleep, for which he won first place in the 10th annual Great San Diego Science Fair in 1964. When asked if he'd do it again, Randy gave a resounding no. Others claim to have beaten Randy's record, but none of their attempts were done under strict observation. All right, so he's got bragging rights, like Randy's was. So there's no way to know if they're legitimate. Remember pulling all-nighters back in the day? Hopefully not. I remember. Make those a thing of the past if you still stay up from time to time. I haven't done that in years. All right, here's this. Interesting fact number 2. Elephants sleep less than any other animal. You may have heard that an elephant never forgets, but scientists aren't sure why. It's thought that humans process memories during REM sleep. Elephants, on the other hand, have been observed to only go into REM sleep or REM sleep every 3 to 4 days, and they only sleep for about 3 hours. Imagine, God, if I only slept 3 hours a night, I'd be a zombie in no time. All right. This one's pretty cool. I read this one before. Interesting fact number 3. Tigers, and by the way, this is on of all sites. This is on ZQL. ZQL, so you'll sleep. Interesting fact number 3. Tigers and infants sleep the same amount. Most human infants need about 16 hours of sleep a day, about the same as a full-grown tiger. The sleepiest animal in the world is the, what do you think?
Sleepiest?
Yeah.
Probably a lion.
No. Give up.
Yeah.
Koala.
Koala bear?
Yep, which spends about how many hours a day sleeping? Oh my God.
20.
18 to 22. Imagine.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Interesting fact number 4. Get this one. Daylight savings can be a killer. When the clock springs forward, we lose an hour of sleep and the number of fatal heart attacks rises. When the clock falls back, we gain an hour of sleep and the risk of heart attacks lowers. That's kind of
Weird.
Isn't it? What a connection that is. Just goes to show that losing just an hour of sleep can have a drastic impact on your health. Uh-oh. I lost 3 hours of sleep last night. All right. Get this. I like this one. I haven't read it yet, but I think I'm going to like it. Interesting fact number 5. 10 minutes is key to falling asleep. It's normal to fall asleep between 10 to 20 minutes after going to bed. I fall asleep in about 3. I fall right to sleep.
3 o'clock?
No, 3 minutes. I fall right to sleep.
I wish I could do that.
When my head hits the pillow, I swear I'm out before I know it. It's normal to fall asleep between 10 to 20 minutes after going to bed. If it takes you less than 5 minutes to fall asleep, you're probably exhausted and sleep deprived. No, because it's every night I go to bed. I'm not, well, tonight I am. But
I'm having trouble sleeping.
I don't, thank God. Lucky me.
I
I'm
never
blessed.
used to. I think it's my medication. I
It
don't
might be. That will do it because they all have side effects.
know. Yeah.
So I'm blessed. Practice good sleep hygiene to help your body fall asleep fast every night so we can get those much needed Z's. That means setting a sleep schedule, which I do. It's all used 95% of the time between 10 and 10:30. Putting phones and other bright technology away 30 minutes before bedtime, no problem with me, and more. If you spend quite a bit longer than 20 minutes trying to fall asleep on a regular basis, consider trying a sleep supplement naturally with melatonin. Z-Quil works. All right. Interesting fact number 6. Think you don't dream? Think again. Humans usually have between 4 to 6 dreams a night. Sometimes I remember 2 because I have a dream journal. I've been keeping it for like over 2 years now. It's almost full. Many sleep scientists believe dreams. Oh no. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today? Thank you.
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing well, Mr. Whoopi. What's going on?
You were a court stenographer?
I was, yeah, for a long time. Yes.
Did you ever think of doing a book on all the cases you printed up?
Well, I'll tell you what I've thought of, believe it or not, because for about the last 12 to 15 years, all I basically did was, grand jury,
Yeah.
which was a trip, but I was thinking of doing a stand-up comedy routine because the stuff you come across is ridiculous. I don't know if I said this before, but the very first day I was in, I'll just give you a couple of examples. The very first, some of them I think they're funny, but and as gross as they are. But the very first day I was there, it was a bank teller, right? A bank robbery, and so they got the teller in there, and she's testifying, and all the other tellers in there, they knew something was up because the guy that came in the bank, he was so nervous, right? They knew something was up. He picked her window, and he gives her the note, it's a robbery, and he asked, all he wanted was bills from the second drawer down, okay? So the ADA asked her, why would he ask for the second drawer down? Why do you think? Are you ready? What?
Because they're
I got no
$100
idea.
bills.
Wait, what? Because what?
They were $100 bills.
No, you ready? No die packs. I'm like, that's the very first thing I learned from going to grand jury. But anyway, so they ask her, did you say anything to him after he gave you the note? And she says, yes. So they ask her, what did you say to him? She says, I told him you're an a-hole, right? So they ask her, did he say anything back? And she says, yes. And they go, what did he say to you? She says, I know. Just, stupid stuff like that. This was another one. This is another bank robbery. This is another time. Guy goes in the bank and he robs the bank and he takes off, right? So they describe him and they could see him out the window. They knew he sort of, we'll say, like hooked to the left, right? So the cops come and they go out that way. The money that the guy got in this bank, he went diagonally across the street, and where did they find him? He was across the street trying to deposit it in an account across the street. I'm telling you. Then, here's another one. I mean, it's sad, but just to show you about drugs, this was, and it's all Middlesex County, Mass, all these stories. So another one was, this downstairs neighbor hears argument, and then he hears a big thump. So he calls the cops, right? He calls the cops, and they do the welfare check. They can't get in. They get the landlord, comes down. He opens the door. This lady in there stabbed, I don't know how many times, right? 30 or 40 times or whatever it was. She's gone, right? So she had a live-in boyfriend. So, a few days go by. They round up the boyfriend. They're interviewing the boyfriend. Are you ready for this? They were together for, I think it was like 14 or 15 years. So they asked the boyfriend what happened. Are you ready for this? I'm not kidding you. They went out and bought some crack. She smoked more than he did. I'm not kidding you.
That's why you killed her.
Really, that's what he said. She smoked more crack than him. It's like, so, that's
Well, I
it.
know there was one where a guy walked into the bank and he handed a note to the teller.
Yeah.
I want all the ones and fives and tens and 20s,
Yeah.
etc. And he left the note there. You know what he wrote it on?
No.
His
What?
personal deposit slip.
Nice. No, I'm telling you. Then the one the ones they catch aren't really that smart. They don't catch the real smart ones. Yeah,
Well, they
really.
asked Willie. Remember, they asked Willie Sutton why did he rob banks?
Who's Willie Sutton?
Oh, come on! One of the biggest bank robbers in the '30s.
I wasn't alive then.
Well, they made movies and everything.
Was he from
They asked him
Charlestown?
why he robbed banks, and he said that's where the money is.
Well, that's true. That's right.
Right.
That's true. Was he from Charlestown?
Yeah, he was with Ben Affleck.
Well, yeah, but even before then, I mean, let's face it. Grew up down around there, and everybody just knew the bank robbers. They were from Charlestown.
Wow,
Imagine.
that must have been Whitey that did that.
Well, I'm sure he did a lot of them. That's right. Well, he bought somebody in Southie won down there. They won the
Mega
Mega
Millions or
Bucks.
something like that. Mega Bucks.
Megabucks for over $1 million, a little over $1 million. And Whitey gave him the money, so Whitey, money laundering, so he could go cash the ticket in, and that way, he had a record of where that money came from. That's what I heard. Who knows if they're true or not. But I believe them because to me they sound, they're pretty cool stories. So, it's kind of cool. So there you have it. I know. So let me, real quick, because this crystal ball's kind of busy today, maybe because it knows I'm going away. So I don't know. So again, here we go again. Who's, and I see this a little ways off. Who's betwixt and between that they don't know which way to go? There's somebody there that doesn't know which way to go. They're sort of like in a dilemma about something. So,
In between a rock and a hard place, huh?
yeah. They they don't know, what to do. Although, looking at it in here, it's easier than they think. But, when you're there, it's different. It's different. Hold on. And that, for you, let me see if I can get some numbers out of here. Let's see if any numbers jump out. And hold on. All right. I'm getting 36, 63, whatever. So if that means anything to you. Like I keep saying, I'll give you two numbers, write them down. It could be the next, $1 billion
Oh,
lottery
yeah, all the
jackpot.
numbers you gave last week
Yeah.
never came up.
Well, you got to keep playing them.
Oh. Oh.
Why? I didn't give you enough numbers for the lottery, did I? Well, I suppose you could play
No,
it in the
just a
day.
4-digit number.
Oh, all right. Well, you got to. There's two more. Yeah, here's a 6 again. So,
6336.
well, 636. 2 6s in the three. So you can finagle it however you want. But there you have it. Imagine. So
I can imagine, yeah.
I know. All right. So get ready for you'll be knowing about it. Who's ever betwixt and between about what to do.
So how long does it take? You're flying out of Boston
I am.
all the way down to South America?
Well, I have a layover in Panama City, Panama, which I've never been there. So I'm looking, I've never been south of the equator. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I never knew this till the other day, but I knew they had the widest avenue in the world in Buenos Aires, right? The widest avenue in the world. I just found out the other day it's 16 lanes wide.
Wow.
So
That's what they needed for the what do you call it?
The expressway.
up north in Lancaster with all the traffic that they had.
Oh, that's right, because I work Sunday night too. I work Sunday night, and they on Channel 9 they were, showing the traffic up there. I imagine.
Can you imagine traveling 5 hours from there to back home?
I know, and that's just here. I know, and it was for what?
Yeah.
Not even 3 minutes, was it?
Yeah.
I know.
No, know what I did for that?
What did
I
you
went
do?
to bed. I took a nap.
I love taking naps. I take one just about every day myself. I love naps.
Yeah, just an hour or so.
Yeah, perfect.
Take the dog, put him in bed.
You go to bed with the dog?
Yeah.
My next door neighbor, she does too.
Don't you? What about with your cat?
Fred?
Yeah.
Well, it's weird because, now that it's getting warmer, so it's less, but whenever he never comes to bed with me, but sometimes it's getting less. The warmer it gets, the less it happens. When I wake up, he's down by my feet,
Yeah.
but like in the dead of winter, every morning I wake up.
And he passes out when that happens.
That's right. I know. I know. All right.
So what are you going to do with Fred?
Oh, one of my neighbors is going to watch him. He'll come by twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon, because Fred's spoiled. So,
Oh yeah.
I screen people out. I'll come by once a day. I go, no, Fred
No.
deserves twice a day visits. So, one of my neighbors goes twice a day. Plus, he loves the cat, and he doesn't have any. So when he visits, he'll bring like coffee and stuff with him in the morning. So, it's just not. He just doesn't go there to feed him and scoop the litter box out. He goes there and does that, but then he stays.
Yeah. My daughter had her own apartment, and she was working a lot of hours.
Yeah.
She went on vacation for 10 days, and I went over and took care of the cat.
Yeah.
I opened the door, and I could hear the cat running right to the living room and jump up on the windowsill.
Wow.
And the cat would stay there. I'd go in and clean the litter, right? And I'd
Yep.
make sure they got food and water.
Yeah.
And I'd look at the cat, and I'd say, come on, just look at me and go, I said, okay, I'll leave, and then I could hear him going across the tile floor,
Yeah.
That's And every time I opened the door, right to the windowsill, and would stay there
That's
until
funny.
I left.
Yeah. Wow. Imagine. Hey, I got another number and I got letters also. I got the number 7 plus. All right. Then I see. All right. I see. There's someone very religious around you, and also, TM. The letter's TM. So there you have it.
All right.
So I'm going to let you go because I didn't finish my interesting facts about sleep, which I was deprived last night. So there you have it. All right, Mr. Whoop.
Anthony, have a good night. We'll
You
watch
too.
it tomorrow.
You too.
Okay, thanks for
Cruising
calling.
with Mary tomorrow.
That's right, 5 to 6. Thanks for reminding me. All right, Mr. Whoopi, we'll talk to you again. Let's see.
Right.
Bye.
Have a good trip.
Thank you. Bye. I forgot all about that. Tomorrow night, same time, same place. Cruising with Mary. All right. Was I on number 6?
Yep.
All right. Interesting fact number 6. There's 12 here. I'm not going to read them all because you have to show us your work. Think you don't dream? Think again. Humans usually have between 4 to 6 dreams a night. Many sleep scientists believe dreams help your brain process the events of the day, so dreams are incredibly important. If you think you don't dream each night, it likely just means you've forgotten your dreams by the time you wake up. Well, I'm just coming across this, so I'm bewildered as everybody. Interesting fact number 7. There are many sleep-specific words you've probably never heard. Right? All right? somniphobia is the fear of falling asleep. Well, that's not me. Maybe that's what you have, somniphobia.
No. I think it's my meds. I don't know.
You're probably right. Okay, then one aerophobia, oneirophobia, is the fear of nightmares or dreams. I don't have that either. Clinomania, clinomania, is the irresistible urge to stay cozy in bed all day. I guess I have that a little sometimes in the morning. I just like to.
You don't want to get up?
Right, yeah. While dysania, dysania, is the word for that feeling when you've just woken up and really don't want to get out of, oh, that's what I have, and really don't want to get out of bed. Sometimes I'll lay there for 10 minutes. I don't know. Sleep struggles are not just a human problem. That's interesting fact number 8. There's evidence that pets and even insects can experience insomnia. They tend to gain more fat, learn more slowly, oops, and lose their balance. Oops. All similar to the effects humans can suffer when they're sleep deprived. Number 9, post-lunch sleepiness is real. Of course, I remember, this is like 35 years ago, I went to Portugal. And a lot of places over there, they close between like 1 or 2 for a siesta because they all take a nap. Post-lunch sleepiness is real. Ever feel like you could take a quick snooze in the middle of the day after a filling lunch? Consider it the post-lunch dip. Our bodies naturally feel a dip in alertness at 2 p.m. and 2 a.m. Unless you're able to sleep in to get a full night's sleep of 7 to 9 hours, you don't wait until 2 a.m. to let your body tell you it's tired. That's why good sleep hygiene is important to help you get a good night's rest every night. All right, here we go. Bright screens can affect your, what's that? Circadian rhythm?
Circadian rhythm, yeah.
All right. Bright screens can affect your circadian rhythm. This is interesting fact number 10, the last one I'm going to read. The natural light and dark cycle of the day helps your body know when it's time to be awake and alert, like now, and when it's time to wind down and get some shut-eye when I get home. If your eyes are constantly glued to bright lights, think phones, TV screens, video games, and more, how is your body supposed to know it's time to rest? Da-da. In short, it won't know. Putting phones and other bright screens away about 30 minutes before bedtime. Is that you? Do you keep your phones or screens on, a TV on?
While I'm sleeping?
No, right before you go to bed.
I turn them off.
How long before?
About 2 seconds.
All right, well, this suggests 30 minutes before bedtime is a good habit to practice, maintaining healthy sleep hygiene. That's why, because you're watching TV, so it's that bright screen, so your body thinks it's daytime and you stay awake.
Ah, I didn't know that.
No, well, that's what sort of just said. So tonight, when you go there, just, shut the TV off and maybe do a little thing. Anthony, you brought a work in progress, is it, or is it?
No, it's completed.
All right, he brought a completed work for us, and I love that. I love that stuff. Look at that.
Let's see. Get a.
Look at that. It's a beauty.
This was a butterfly that Althea Hierapolis photographed, and she asked me if I wanted to paint because I told her I love butterflies because of the color. And when I saw the photograph, I flipped right out. It was so beautiful.
It is.
And she said, go ahead and paint it. Just don't make postcards or any of that. And just give her credit. So I call it Althea's butterfly. I've got a couple.
I love that one.
Oh, that's a lot of work. this thing. I mean,
Now, how long does something like that take?
you know, I can't remember because I did this a couple of years ago, but that's a lot of work.
It's
and-
a beauty, and I can't really see all like the detail.
See,
I know, it's incredible. It's fantastic. Wow.
so I'm going to take it to the Manchester Artists Association the first Monday of May, and see, and put it in, see if I can get Artist of the Month from it. And I think it'll stay. Right now, I've got a painting in the health department. It'll be there until the first week of May, and hopefully, if I can get it Artist of the Month, they choose 5 of us, sometimes 6, and they put our paintings like in the bank, St. Mary's,
Oh yeah.
or some insurance company, or someplace in the city. Hopefully that we try and sell them, but I'm going to keep doing butterflies. I'd like to have 50 because I'd like to have a one-man show, and
Yeah.
hopefully I'll do it. I don't know how many I've got now, but I'm going
What's your
to.
estimate?
I think I
got?
got close to maybe 20. I think. I just found one today that I forgot I had, because it's easy to do when you paint. Like I've got so many unfinished paintings, but I made a pact with myself saying, okay, you're going to finish these. No more hiding them in the closet or getting mad and not liking it. And so I'm going to go through, which I have some of them, and I'm going to finish them and see what I can do.
Nice. Yeah.
It gives me something to do. Now, like I said, from May the 2nd until May the 11th, I will be selling my work online through the Bedford Crafters Guild. In fact, they just sent me a piece of paper, JPEG. They want to know how many days I can work in the shop. And it's in Bedford, where the library is. I'll have my stuff down the parking lot in the old first library from the 1800s.
Wow.
And so we'll talk more about that later. But I've noticed a lot of people of my age,
Yeah.
they take up painting for something to do. I mean, if you worry about getting rich and famous, forget it. Just do it. And that's what I tell my students at the William Cashin Center. They go, well, I don't know if I can do this. You're not going to know until you try. And then when
That's
you
true.
try, and even it's going to take time, but it's something to do that you do. It's not artificial intelligence. It's not any of this other rigmarole, I call it.
Yeah.
It's straight from this computer right here, which is the best computer in the world to me. And it goes right up your arm, right down your hand, and on the paper or the canvas.
Nice.
But I just love it. Like I say, don't worry about getting rich and famous. Some artists do, and then I've known artists that have been doing this 30 years, and they're not rich and famous, but they don't care.
Well,
It's
that-
just the idea you're doing something, and it's something that you do well, and that's
yeah,
what counts.
that is.
And every artist wants to be appreciated. I think that's one of the reasons that I do my artwork. Plus, I get inspired by the things around me, like the eclipse. As soon as my neighbor took a photograph, and as soon as I saw what he took a picture of, my brain went, paint that, paint that. So I'm going to do that, and I'll bring that on your show sometime.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd
know.
love to see that one.
But it's just something that I really enjoy doing, and I'm going to keep doing it until I just can't do it anymore.
So I want to ask you, like, when you start, whatever it is, what are these sort of thoughts just pop in your head, or is it constant? Is there like dry spells, or Like, what's the process?
The process for me is, the big word is inspiration.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Now, there's times that I just don't seem to be as productive. And I say to myself, why do I go through these, quote, dry spells? And I really don't have a definite answer except to say, some days, sometimes, you're just not inspired. And I get inspired by looking at another person's artwork, or I get inspired by looking at some of my artwork that I haven't finished or I have finished, and my brain will say, you know what, you could take that painting and add on to it, but do another painting along the same line. Like right now on my show, I've been working on a painting called The City Girl. And it's all about just one girl, her face.
Yeah.
And I hope to finish it or come close to it on my next show so I can move on to another one. I don't want to drag one painting out too far. So I think I'm going to work on it at home. Then when I come on my show, I'll be able to finish it and then move on to something else.
So, what do you call it? The girl, the what?
City Girl.
The City Girl. Now, are you just doing that on your show bit by bit?
Yeah. Most of the paintings that I have on my show, I'm not going to complete them in one show. Now, if I wanted to, I could do, say, a beach scene with mountains and the ocean. There's some paintings that I could finish, and I intend on doing that at some point. But with this painting, it seems to grow and change and morph into something else. So I said to myself, okay, slow down and just work little by little, because I didn't have a definite painting in mind, except that I wanted it to have to do with the cities, buildings in the background. It's blue in the background. Then I had her face.
Yeah.
And so I'm just doing it a little by little. But like I said, I'm going to work on it at home so that when I do on my next show, I'll be able to say, okay, she's done. I'm tempted to put some homeless people in there too. I don't know yet. But I've got like 7 or 8 paintings to do with the homeless. 2 of them are on, well, one of them's on a wooden panel. I'll bring that on sometime too.
So now, like the City Girl, her features just come to you, or is it, you see, we'll say you like somebody's cheekbones or something, so
It just
go on
comes
there.
to me. It just pops in my head and I just do it.
Nice.
I just simply took a pencil, sketched in her face, and then I painted it.
Nice.
It just came to me. Just call it City Girl. Simple. There it is. And I've got some buildings in the background.
I was going to ask you that because
And,
it's City Girl,
yeah.
so yeah.
It's changing my style a little bit because I'm used to detail. And I used to work kind of small with detail, and it became a habit. It's just like every Sunday I belong to a group that we draw and paint nudes. We have professional models that come on, and
Wow.
I'll tell you, it's the hardest. I've been doing it for years. It's the hardest thing to do. You take a human body, and these models know what position to be in that can just take your brain and go, uh-oh, because somebody over here, and then there's like an arch, and the person sits here in the center, so you're getting 7 or 8 different views of the same position, and it's not as easy as some artists would like to think. But it's interesting, and it improves your drawing. Jason Bagata has this group. We meet every Sunday. I think I've been going on there now for like 2 years. Prior to that, for about 12 to 14 years, I was at the Institute doing the same thing, and finally, of course, they sold out, and the School of Design bought them, so they threw everybody out. Somehow that worked out. They were going to sell the French building, which is the building that we used to meet every Saturday, and I just love that because you learn by doing. And the group on Sunday, there's no, Jason is a teacher, but he's not teaching you anything. You go in there and draw what you want. And it's just great. It really is. It's fantastic. You learn so much. It's not as easy as you'd like it to be because of what we call foreshortening. You got
that?
7, 8, 10 people looking at the same posture, same pose, but at different angles. So you sit there and go, uh-oh. But that's what makes it interesting. It really does.
And now, in that type of environment now, does everybody critique in a nice way and
Yeah. You know,
encourage you?
now Jason Bagata is a really good artist. I like his use of color and I just like his artwork. But like he says, even though I'm a teacher and teaching, I'm still learning. And I'm still learning. And to say, okay, I want to keep doing this until I can't learn anymore, you're fooling yourself. I'm sure as far advanced as, say, Leonardo da Vinci, he must have had the same thought in his head. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. And I think that's what keeps a lot of artists like me. I've been doing this over 20, 25 years now. I remember doing my first mural here in the soup kitchen back in 1990.
Wow.
91.
Wow, that's a
And-
while ago.
Right. And then in 1995, I went and did a mural for the School of Nursing, St. Joseph's School of Nursing in Nashua. And they liked it so well that they put a big glass case on it. And then in 2006, I did a mural here for the TV, MCAM they used to call it. And I've got murals all over the city. And I think there's only 2 that have been destroyed, kids.
In all those years?
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good record,
and
though. Yeah.
I mean, there's some really good artists I work with. Debbie Curtin, for one. You know, she's 68. I'll be 74. I'm lucky. I'm hoping this year that I'll get a call from Sho Wang, and that's his name. And I've been working for him doing murals for about 2 or 3 years now. Last year was just a bad year. If it wasn't raining, it was too hot. You know what I mean? It was just,
It was a bad
oh,
year.
it was horrible. You can't stand out there in that kind of weather for all day. So I like to put in at least 4 to 6 hours a day. Depends on where I'm at. But I'm hoping to get some. And then if it stops, it stops, you know. But I like doing it.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So
It's like with the butterflies. I go nuts because I see so many different photographs. In fact, in South America, they found I don't know how many new species of butterflies that no one knew even existed.
wow.
And me, in my mind, I'm thinking, surely they know what's in the forest in South America, but evidently they don't know everything.
I guess not. I
And
know,
then
huh?
the United States Navy found fish at the bottom of the ocean that are humongous. They didn't know. Nobody knew they existed because they don't come up to the surface.
Yeah.
They stay down and they eat and survive down there. You know, it's amazing. There's things on this planet we think we know it all, but we don't.
Well, I agree with you there. I mean,
Yeah.
well, look, how deep is the ocean? It's pretty deep.
It's so deep that no submarine in the world has gone to the bottom of the deepest part of the ocean because they would literally collapse,
Implode. Yeah.
and you know they'd be dead. And I don't think they ever will. There must be a reason for that. But well, yeah, they just found another animal too. It looks like some kind of cat in South America. And it's amazing.
Wow.
Well,
Huh.
they got some photographs of it, but it's not anything that is close up where you can really see what it is, but it's shaped like a big cat, like a black panther or something. But you can tell it's a little different. It's made a little different.
I didn't read anything
no.
about that because I love stories like
Yeah.
those types of articles.
Yeah.
I love
It's just
about
like I didn't know they were pure white lions, pure
never
white
knew that.
tigers.
I heard white tigers,
Yeah.
but I didn't know about
I
lions.
didn't know until a couple of years ago that they mated, took a big male lion and a big female tiger.
Yeah.
Now they're called tiger lions or lion tigers or something. But it showed a picture of these two biologists. That's a 700-pound cat they're walking with.
Imagine. I wouldn't want to have to feed it.
I wouldn't want to be food for a
Yeah.
700-pound kitty cat. No, thank you.
You'd go down pretty quick.
Yeah, well, you figure a male lion, some of them, they go 550, so do tigers. The largest cat in the world is the, what do they call it there? It's up in Russia, the Siberian tiger.
Yeah.
That's like
That's a-
700-800 pounds.
Wow.
You go to Africa and you go into Tanzania and places like that, you got a 550, 600-pound male lion. That's a big kitty.
You're not kidding. I wouldn't want to get
You're
too
kitty,
close.
kitty. Nah, not me. Nope.
Nor me. I know.
Nah.
Fred's a big enough cat for me.
It's just like the black bears in New Hampshire. On the average, the ones that people see, whatever,
Yeah.
weigh around anywhere from 350 to 400 pounds. But the further north you go in New Hampshire, up by the White Mountains, they get 700-800 pounds. You go to Alaska, and they're even bigger. So, you know, it depends on where the food is.
Well, that's it, right? They
And,
got more food
yeah.
the further up you, because you know the more woodsy. You know.
My ex-father-in-law shot a 612-pound bear
Wow.
that he claims, a black bear, claims that killed one of his dogs when they were hunting bear.
Wow.
And they figured that he just paid $8,000 for 3 dogs. And these dogs, these dogs are not supposed to attack the bear. Well, they attack the bear, and the bear says,
Well, there you go. That's
End of it.
right. Not today.
No.
All right. Anyway, we don't have a lot of time left. How can I contact you to buy these wonderful works
You
of
can
art?
contact me with my email, amwpaints26@yahoo.com.
All right, there you have it. Right after, stay tuned, rock, paper, hand grenades. I'm David B., the Readings Guy, 603-404-9338, for whatever. And I want to thank again my wonderful guest star today, the fabulous best artist. I keep saying it, east of the Mississippi. Fact check it. Anthony, thanks again for coming on. I hope everybody enjoyed the eclipse. I thought it was wonderful. And always, please, even take it a step higher. 2 things to remember. You can't be dumb if you want to be free, and you are a winner.